What is it, NASCAR fans out here? And probably this feels is not gonna be making for a little bit weirdest thing as well. So, welcome back around here to PMU Talladega, and where today we're going to be playing some more AI races. That must be the bottom of the screen, and looks like we have the AI menu that I just officially own the private server as we're going for around Daytona. So looks like we're gonna be using still Talladega. So I don't need anything. It's gonna be making for about for many much more sense. So if there's a lag, reduce the quality of AI cars. We got an Arco spawn as well. So I'll be choosing around for Generation 4, or unlikely this isn't gonna be making for just much sense. So that must be for 10 cars we're going to be spawned. The custom grid is going to be a little bit for this thing as well. So we're going to be apply old schemes and big ramps. Looks like we just absolutely going to be using for earth gravity, and probably we're going to be spawn, and we're going to be spawn all the generation 4 cars. And if I just going to be click to start AI, we're gonna be seeing how it's going to be unfortunate. This is literally gonna be making more insane. So we have any schemes. Dale Earnhardt is gonna be in the front, and the back of them, I'm not very sure. I got smashed. This is literally gonna be making a little bit of loss of minds as well. So I'll be taking a little bit for using the number 88. Where should I find anything that's gonna be well? So the same is going to be literally everywhere. Matching all the way up here to the number 60. This is literally gonna be nothing to do so. And what I just suggest, it's gonna be a lot of them. So instead of a Generation 4 car, I'm gonna be using the Arca vehicle as well. So I'm going to be taking a little bit for a crazy things as well. So a crazy Arca has been removed from a little bit of itself, or just I'm not gonna be very upset for this all. We're gonna be clicking for some schemes. Anything is not gonna be really possible. So we're gonna be using the number 15, and yes, we're ready to go. And then looks like it's going. Oh, there must be gonna be hitting around for 191 miles per hour. As the lag continues to produce, we're gonna be reaching all the way to 200 miles an hour to stay out of the track. So it looks like we're gonna be in good condition around here. Exactly how this is gonna be making for just a little bit of quality of this well. If I just gonna be pressing the AI menu, I won't be able to get disabled. So we're gonna be reducing the settings around here, and I have been smashed around here. So let's turn off the AI menu, and as you can see, we got under caution. I think we're just gonna be closing out. So we're gonna be literally itself, we're just gonna be using 7 respawn the Generation 4, and I would be able to think this is worth this. Once I just completely changed the settings, and I'm gonna be AI aggressiveness to set into 5. I'm not gonna be very serious at this thing, and looks like we're gonna be making to this serious. And let's gonna be spawning anything as Generation 4 cars. We got anything as possibly 10 cars. Looks like I'm going to be Intimidator as well. So still going to be using the number 88, and we're going to be clicking for some schemes as we're going to be using the number 18. And if I just going to be, here we go around here, and before we're going to be doing for our custom spawns as well, Generation 4, Generation 6, and Jackson Storm literally going to be came through. I eventually hit somebody other as well. That was gonna be very disabled. Let's go. And probably that doesn't gonna be making for any against of these things as well. I felt it's not gonna be such as a quick idea. And now I'm just starting to lose position and going on drafting and about the 3 wide. I feel this isn't gonna be making throughout for much sense. 3 wide in the straight. It looks like we just eventually hit 200 miles per hour. And there are slipstreaming in towards into some kind of a 3 wide all the way up here. 3 wide into the back straight into some kind of a little bit of one thing. Yeah, our aggressiveness is going to be making so much strain. And I felt I'm going for last place. This is what I just expected to be for just many more AI races and stuff. And it's going to be making us, I feel I'm the intimidator of this race. And because the skill issue is, I'm going to keep on losing, going for spin around here. Now it looks like we got on a yellow flag and we got ourselves in big trouble. I don't really think the aggressiveness feels so strange. Oh my gosh. That was gonna be a big failure of this thing. We're gonna be respawning of this thing, and I would not like to say, looks like everything is absolutely gonna be keep on racing. Perhaps not everybody it can do. I mean, itself for our private servers, and looks like that doesn't gonna be making for very much more sense. Now I'm probably still gonna be making some good idea, and instead of Michigan or Atlanta, instead WIP. Let's delete a vehicle immediately, for sure. And we're gonna be deleting of these vehicles. Now, time for the real thing, instead of Indy cars. And the next thing is, we're gonna be making throughout for a lot of these things as well. The Generation 6 looks like it's gonna be making towards for a little bit of these things as well. I'm going to be getting a little bit for these things as well. Generation 4, Generation 6, and I can hear slightly AI cars are just passing over. That Jeff Gordon is in the lead. So I don't really able to spawn the IndyCar itself, and another ARCA as well. And probably that must be the car of tomorrow as well. And finally we're gonna be spawn anything as well. Looks like their cars have just spawned through. It looks like that must be ARCA vehicles, and probably that must be anything that's gonna be very possible. Instead of Generation 7's around Cars 3. And let's just start. Anyways, it's gonna be making for such as a little bit of fun, and aggressiveness is gonna be making for a little bit as much. And we're probably sure it's gonna be crazy a little bit of these things instead of Xfinity cars around here. But looks like we got anything that's gonna be possibly to do. But anything is gonna be impossible, or possibly it looks like it's gonna be making a little bit crazy. A lot of them. Now he's going for a 3 wide, and looks like we're gonna be in trouble around for my mistakenly struggles of the internet connection. And what I just expected to do, over 200 miles per hour instead of 3 widers going all the way. And we got for 3T lawns, and gonna be making for it, sure. This feels it's gonna be making a little bit bad of, like, seriously. It's gonna be making all the way down here, and still going for a little bit of these things. When it lag happens, and that is gonna be results for a big trouble. Dale Earnhardt Jr. literally gonna be making itself for a curse turn as well. So I'm gonna be blasting itself, and we're gonna be making itself for a bump drift. One thing it is, it's gonna be making for aggressiveness, and it's going to be making itself for a one turn. If I just set aggressiveness to easy mode, that should be gonna be really easy. And I just set to 10. This is gonna be extremely hard. But how many cars we got anything is gonna be cost around here. looks like we're going for many more laps to do so. We got a lot of party here, and I was not able to cause trouble. And I'm such an incident around here. So it looks like I just saved myself around into this cursed corner. So that was a very cursed incident as well. So how many cars will be itself for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cars remaining on this track? And I'm pretty not sure this isn't gonna be making to this as well. So the next time the video will be gonna be making insane for just very much. I might be able to push this car over, and it's gonna be making towards blasted all the way to 200 miles an hour, and we slightly able to be finishing in towards into the last place. And that was going to be pretty hard. That I just gonna be set into difficulty. Alright, the Generation 6 feels insanely going off. We got 4 more vehicles to go. I think that the Generation 5 car, the car of tomorrow, just finally disabled. And looks like we just absolutely found our ways. We're going to be blasting anyways. So, looks like we got 2 Generation 4, 1 Arca, and a 1 Generation 6 around here. So, probably this isn't going to be for my last mistake, that I just eventually hit the yellow line. And that is went off the yellow line as well. So we're going to be making off ourselves into our second place. The Intimidator is going to be overtaking through. I should be able to head back into the pits, and before I just going to be kill someone. Or I'm not going to be making incident as well. So we just eventually pushed around here, and something is going to be making disabled around here. So even if it's not pretending it was Michael Waltrip, and somebody is going to be spinning around for just one. Alright, we got in another incident as well. The car is nearly crashed on fire as well. And we probably were able to say we got 1 more driver left. Eventually completely crash. And I feel very stressful about this. The next thing that we're going to be to do, as I'm going to be reducing to the AI aggressiveness, and probably that doesn't going to be literally to do this. So we have 10 of these cars, and we're going to be spawning all of them, and looks like it must be the Cars 1 reference. But anything, it just looked like this thing. But anyways, that must be some kind of a little bit of one mistaken. Dale Earnhardt and a little bit of these guys as well. So eventually I'm going to be using the Arca as well for continuous as much as we can. But still going to be using for this thing. And we're going to be scheme all the way to the number 18. So without further ado, I should be able to get aggressive for this thing as well. So this video has come for over 15 to 20 minutes. And the AI race has been officially started for a little bit as much Winston Cup series as well. A big a little bit of these things, and why those cars might have their popped out some woods or the hoods as well. So probably we're still gonna be making a little bit for just much. So instead I'm gonna be using for the 1987 car that officially enabled for the AI racing itself. That should be gonna be making us for this one. So 3 wide into other kinds of these things, and big 3 wides of any of these cars. It's not going to be making it easy. So looks like it's going to be blasting all the way to 200 miles an hour. Alright, Jeff Gordon has pushed off the number 15 off the track and being out of this race. We have 9 more to go. It looks like we got anything ourselves to go wide, and I'm wasn't able to get possibly to do. So even my internet connection is gonna be, we're good to go, but we're slightly cannot able to get reaching all the way to blast around for split stream. It looks like Jeff Gordon is going to be taking it out, as I cannot be able to be pretty sure. It looks like the aggressiveness isn't going to be very much. Dale Earnhardt senior is taken all the way into the lead as well. But all of a sudden, around into the front of the lead has just taken all the way. So I won't be keeping an eye on myself. The Generation 4 2007 is literally absolutely taken around for the lead instead of 2003 and stuff. And possibly that isn't going to be to do. Final lap, and the Intimidator is still up in the lead. And oh dear, the number 31 has taken the pole position. And what I just pretty wanted to say, I will be ended up in last. Richard Petty is going to be taking a little bit of lead, and I'm not sure that Dale Earnhardt is literally going to be making himself for one pass. So we got our various mistakes, and then I just literally failed to get itself into the finish because of that one incident. So likely we able to say around here, instead of the 1987 cars as well, so instead of Xfinity as well. So that's all that I never able to do so, and unfortunately I just literally failed to finish around in 8 laps at one time. So we're gonna be disable the AI, and finally we're gonna be returned around for the regular mode as well. So that's all that I just eventually guess, and back into the 1980 for around for many more of these things as well. So, and because of the AI mode, just literally gonna be cursed myself all anyways. So if you enjoy for this video around for the more AI races and about for just a cursed what happened anytime that is eventually gonna be ruin your life as well, that was gonna be expectedly going to make yourself hurt as well when in custom mode of the AI racing that I just eventually did. To do this again, just make sure you leave a like and subscribe. If you're just going to be trying to want for some kind of custom AI racing, including some kind of IndyCars, or going to be overtaken for a little bit, for getting a little bit for this thing. So some stock cars are being overtaken by the IndyCars, and I guess that is all for today. And this is going to be Turbo Concept signing off, and that is all that I just pretty guess that I just said that once again. And that's right, thanks for watching.